Really?
Made sure you knew I was in town,
Why'd you do that?
so I could give you something.
What's that?
This.
Hello. No, this is not the Schnofeld residence. The name is pronounced Schoenfeld. Call back and try it again. Hello. No, it's not Schoenfeld. The name is pronounced Schoenfeld. Try it again. What? Come in here, I can't hear you.
Who just called?
Some nincompoop.
You mean a salesman?
Precisely. Hello. No, it is not Schoenfeld. Young man, I don't think you understand the importance of the name you're so casually mangling. The Schoenfeld family has a long and honorable tradition of service to their country. My father fought in World War I. What? On the American side. I fought in World War II. What's that? On the American side. Why do you keep asking that? My son fought in Vietnam on the American side. So I'll thank you to show some respect. Now, try again. I suppose, it will not bother me, I suppose I ought to be patient.
If you say so.
Well, forget it. I'm 68 years old. I haven't got the time to be patient.
Do you have time to let me finish tying your tie?
Yeah, of course.
Dad, I don't know why you dress this way. It's Deseret Valley, and you've lived here all your life. You should know by now, a tie is not part of the dress code.
I can't help it if no one in Desert Valley owns a mirror.
What?
I was in Kmart the other day. It was disgraceful the way people were dressed. There's no way they could have looked in the mirror and said, "This looks good."
I hope you didn't make a scene.
I kept quiet. Your husband was with me.
Oh, good.
It's just that I take pride in my appearance, just as I take pride in being part of this family, part of being a Schoenfeld. You should too.
Actually, I'm a Reynolds.
You were a Reynolds. Now you're a Schoenfeld. Hello. Yes, very good. I knew you could do it. Congratulations. Now, what is it I can do for you? What's that? You're selling something. What is it? What color is it? Any color I want? How about blue, green, purple? Which reminds me, when the Model T Ford automobile first came out, you could get it in any color you wanted as long as it was black. What? Well, because black is the only color they came in. You're right, you couldn't actually get it in any color you wanted. You caught me. That was a joke. You know, my brother Vernon built one out of parts he found in the scrapyard. No, not a joke, a Model T. You couldn't do that with the cars of today, too complex. But you know, the Model T was known as the Tin Lizzie. I don't know why, they just were. You'd see one pass another and you'd say, "What time is it?" 10 past 10. As in, 10 past 10. That was a joke. Of course you don't get it. What? Oh, yes, I suppose we are off on a bit of a tangent. Which reminds me what an interesting word tangent is. Hello?
I can see that. Hold still, I'm almost finished.
You hate to see a job half done.
And you hate to see a telemarketer who isn't insane.
I don't take your meaning.
Honestly, Dad, why do you do it?
Well, for one thing, I honestly do take a tremendous amount of pride in being part of this family. You should too.
I do. I love being married to your son.
It's good having a daughter again. I mean, I love having you as my daughter.
Daughter-in-law.
Correction, daughter. There are no in-laws in this house. In here, we are all
Schoenfelds. Spelled the way it sounds. Sort of.
Not sort of. Exactly.
So what's the other thing?
I don't take your meaning.
What's the other reason you torment telemarketers?
I enjoy it.
You do? I once worked as a telemarketer.
Yes, I do. Plus, I'm doing a public service.
A public service. Keeping in mind, this is how I once made a living. How is what you do a public service?
What is their job? What is their reason for being, these tele-what-have-yous?
To make a living.
There are many ways of making a living. How do these tele-whatevers make their living?
By selling things.
Correction, by selling things people don't want, can't use, don't need, and generally can't afford.
Really? Tell me more.
They spend every working hour of every working day trying to get one person after another to sign their lives away.
And this is where you come in.
By keeping that young man on the line, I am preventing him, during that time, from robbing anyone of his life savings.
Just one question.
Yes.
This evil man, bent on plotting financial ruin, what was he selling? I see.
That's very important work which I'm doing. This very morning, I may have prevented some sweet old woman from being swindled of her life savings.
Good for you, Dad.
Be careful, some of those papers are important.
So, what was he selling?
Who?
This human leech was so busy plotting our financial ruin that he couldn't be bothered to pronounce our name properly.
Well,
You don't know, do you?
it doesn't matter.
You don't know.
Where is your husband? Where's Ernest?
Are you trying to change the subject?
Yes, and with no real success. Where is Ernest?
He's getting dressed.
Of course.
What was he selling?
Who?
This boil on the face of humanity. What was he selling?
Will you please stop asking me that?
I will. As soon as you tell me what it was he was selling.
What does
It matters because you don't know.
I honestly don't remember. I wasn't paying that much attention.
But you were paying enough attention to know that the man was evil.
I am sorry you had to do that for a living. I honestly am. On the other hand, I am proud of you for taking the job and performing it honestly and with pride, as I'm sure you do.
Thanks, Dad.
I know jobs are hard to come by around here.
Particularly if you're not from one of the old families.
It's hard for everyone. Why do you think I took a job that kept me away from home most of the time Ernest and his sister were growing up? It was the same for my father. You smell something.
Oh my God, breakfast.
Thank the Lord, she is a terrible cook.
Oh, I see you've let her organize the mess again.
Yes, she's very good at it.
So which pile is the important mess and which pile is just the mess?
I'm not entirely certain, but your wife seems to have a handle on things.
It must be the rental dinner.
It certainly isn't the Schoenfeld. So, how are things at the shop?
Oh, they're not bad. Of course, our mechanics are idiots.
Of course, that's why you hired them.
Of course, you know they're all from the new families. You know what that means.
No, I don't. Maybe you should ask Helen, who's in the next room.
Oh. I keep hoping I can get to the point where I won't have to spend all my time at the shop. What do you mean that's why I hired them?
Never mind.
So what's going to be with this Saddam Hussein?
Jose, one of your idiot mechanics?
He's a Middle East dictator.
Which one?
What?
Which one of your idiot mechanics
There's a Middle East dictator. I'm trying to have a serious discussion with you.
Fine. talk about Saddam Hussein.
One day we're friends, and the next day we're not. What's gonna happen next?
Have you seen your son?
You always change the subject when you don't know.
Never mind that. Where is Robert?
In this room, I think.
Still, must have gotten in late last night.
Robert, wake up!
Perhaps you should let the boy sleep.
Dad.
Right? He's your son.
Thank you. Robert, it's time to get up.
All right.
Oh, I just don't want him to fall back into those old habits.
He's a fine young man.
Dad, look, do me a favor. Stay out of this. I'm not about to take childbearing advice from you.
You listen here.
What?
Nothing. I'm just saying that despite everything, you turned out all right, so will he.
Thanks, Grandpa Schoenfeld.
Get dressed.
I am.
You're not going to see your great-grandfather looking like that.
Actually,
What's wrong with this?
Well, for one thing, do me a favor. Take your nose, stick it in your armpit, and take a whiff. Are we on the same page? It's called deodorant. Use it.
All right, all right.
Actually, I wanted to talk to you about... Come in.
Good morning, Carl.
Good morning, Vernon. I was just talking about you.
What about me?
That Model T you built, remember?
Is that your project?
No, I believe it was yours.
Oh, that's right. You wrecked it. Burnt oatmeal?
I believe it's one of her specialties.
You know, I actually rather like it. Kind of reminds me of Josephine's cooking.
I feel the same, but don't tell Helen.
Don't tell Helen what? Good morning, Uncle Vernon.
Oh, good morning, Helen.
Don't tell Helen what?
Nothing.
We were just discussing your, interpretation of oatmeal.
Wonderful. If you don't like my cooking...
No one said that.
Then you do like
No
my
one said
cooking.
that either.
Is Robert dressed yet?
I believe your husband is taking care of
And
it.
don't come out until you're ready.
Well, that might take a while.
Uncle Vernon.
Well, I see you and your father are ready to go visit your grandfather.
Actually, I want to...
All right.
No.
Did you say something?
Pardon me?
Did you say something just now?
I was just saying, I'm not certain I wanted to go today.
You don't want to go visit your father?
Why not?
It's not that.
What is it?
I just saw him yesterday.
I know that. I was with you.
Helen, we need you back here.
What is it now?
What is it?
It's difficult to describe.
Difficult to describe my... What is it?
He looked so tired yesterday, so used up.
He's over 90 years old. How's he supposed to look?
Like my father, like the stubborn, strong little old man he is.
Well, he's that, but he's also dying. You hear me?
I heard.
And do you disagree?
No. Just isn't easy watching it.
Well, my father too.
I know, but
But what? You two are closer than he and I because you both saw the elephant?
I wasn't going to say that.
Good.
Hey, Grandpa Schoenfeld. Uncle Vernon. So, wear the tie. Just for Grandpa Schoenfeld.
Yeah, well, your grandfather may not be coming with us.
Why not?
I just don't feel up to it today.
Don't feel up to what?
Going to see your grandfather.
But we're all going. I'm skipping a chamber meeting for this.
Let me stop you.
Why don't we all eat in the kitchen? I just thought you might want to go, the whole family.
I'll see you tomorrow. Don't play that game with me.
What game?
The family guilt game.
Oh, I see.
And no, I don't wish to talk about it.
No one asked you to.
I'm sorry. I know it's important to you to have the whole family together.
Together often, and you're away so often.
It's business. I have to make a living.
Business is definitely business. That much I understand.
I really am sorry.
It's okay. It's not as if Vera were here.
I guess not. Say hello to him for me. That bad.
Well, it's worse. Let's go to the diner.
Oh my goodness.
Hello? Hello? You again. By the way, what are you selling? What? Are you insane?
Keys, keys, where are my keys?
Dad,
What?
are you mad at Grandpa Schauppner?
No. Why? You think he has my keys?
Because he's not going with us.
He has his reasons.
What does seeing the elephant mean?
What?
I heard Grandpa Schoenfeld and Uncle Vernon talking earlier, and one of them said something about seeing an elephant. What's it mean?
It means having been in battle.
Like you.
Yes!
Do you think that I'll ever see an elephant?
I hope not.
But it's a family tradition, right? You and Gramps and Great-Grandpa Schoenfeld, and the stories Gramps tells.
We can talk about this later.
All right.
Let's see. 8-letter word for reason to stay awake. I should know that.
But you know what?
An 8-letter word for reason to stay awake.
Let's see. How about C H I L D R E N.
It fits. No, wait. Where is it?
Celebrating, I think.
Celebrating what?
Who knows?
Aren't you worried?
After what happened to his sister? Of course I'm worried.
You could stop him.
I couldn't stop her.
You could try.
I tried. I tried everything. I tried pleading. I tried yelling. I tried begging. I tried praying. Nothing worked. But I did try.
I'm not trying to imply you were a bad parent. I'm just saying that maybe...
I know what you were saying, but you don't know. You weren't the one who had to bail her out time and time again. You weren't the one who stood up every night waiting, wondering where she might be, what might be happening to her. You weren't the one who had to go down to the hospital at 2 o'clock in the morning and look at this dead body and say, yes, that's my daughter. You weren't there.
You may be right. What about Robert?
Good question. I see him making the same mistakes his sister made. It's like he can't help it. I know he doesn't want to. If I only had more time.
What do you remember most about the war?
What?
Just passing time. What do you remember the most?
Well, there was this bar in Saigon. Actually, it was a whorehouse.
Really?
Oh yeah. I did nothing there but drink beer.
You were behaving yourself.
Oh, that's scared to death of catching something.
Conscience doth make cowards of us all.
What?
That's what Shakespeare said, but I think he got it backwards. Great.
There was this girl there. She served drinks and sometimes she did other things.
But with you, she just served drinks.
She had the saddest eyes.
I remember a girl like that in Italy. It's right after Monte Cassino.
You were just off the line. You had your fill of death, battle, and you wanted a little life, and there she was.
Have I told you this before?
Once or twice.
Wait a minute.
What?
What are you going to say to me?
I'll know when I have said it.
Let me speak with her.
Dad.
Please, let me do it.
Dad, if you're trying to make up for
I'm
something.
not.
Okay.
Robert, I'm very glad to see you. You can help me with this puzzle.
What?
It's a crossword puzzle. It's going to kill me. One clue has me stumped. An 8-letter word for reason to stay awake.
About children.
That's funny. That's what your father said.
Was he here?
He's asleep. Let's talk.
Are you going to yell at me?
Fathers yell. Grandfathers talk. I want to ask you about your sister.
Why?
No reason. I just want to know some more about what happened.
Well, she died. You know more about it if you've been around.
Something else your father said.
Guess that's something we agree on.
Your Uncle Vernon, he was around. He was of some help.
We tried.
Please sit down.
What?
Your sister. She used to get into trouble a lot,
It's Deseret Valley. What else is there?
so that's a yes.
Yes.
When did it start?
Around 4 years ago.
When you were 14.
And she was 16. Yeah.
When did you start getting into trouble?
Around the same time. Why?
Just asking questions.
Is this going to take much longer?
No. Oh, you can go.
I never thought much about her until after she was gone. I went down with Dad when we went to identify her. Mom sent me to take care of her. When he saw her, he collapsed in a heap and he couldn't stop crying. When I was growing up, the only time I ever saw him was when I visited him at his garage. He was always doing something, fixing something. I thought he must be the strongest man in the world. And suddenly, he couldn't even stand up.
What about you?
I don't know what I felt, nothing really. I knew that what she had done had hurt our father terribly. I didn't want to end up like that.
So you decided to be good.
Yeah,
It's not always easy being good, is it?
no.
Even if you want. You get out among your friends and there's so many temptations, so many reasons to go along.
What are you getting at?
The rewards of a good life are so tenuous and difficult to perceive.
What's that?
It's a letter for you. It came in the mail today.
Who's it from?
Deseret Community College, I believe. Let's see. Yes, I'm correct. Shall I open it for you?
What do you think it is?
I know you're trying to be good. And I also know it's not easy.
Gramps?
Don't call me that. You go out and meet your old friends, and you want to do the hanging around, and maybe the drinking, And sometimes it's hard to say no.
Gramps,
Or maybe it's easier to say yes. Am I right? Am I?
I suppose.
Sometimes you have to be strong. You have to stand up for yourself. I know you can do it if you really try. You are a Schoenfeld, and that is a very special thing.
Grandpa!
I must admit, I had my doubts. But then, you went ahead and took your GED.
My GED.
What's wrong?
It's the results.
I know. So open it.
I can't.
You don't care about this, don't you?
The night Vera died, I swore I wouldn't end like that. And not because...
Because you didn't want to hurt them.
Right. Open.
So you want me to open this?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes!
You know, I had a hell of a time. I had to hide it by placing it right where the mail's supposed to be.
Grandpa Schoenfeld!
Oh dear.
What is it?
I left my glasses over on the couch. Can you get them for me? Oh dear.
What is it now?
It looks as if you're going to have to stop all this fooling around and go to college.
Are you serious?
Pass.
You passed? I mean, I passed?
Take a look.
I passed. I passed.
Oh, Ron! You'll wake your parents. You'll wake my parents, and one of them is dead.
Stop trying to kill your grandfather! What are you, drunk? Does this mean what I think it means?
I think it does.
What's it mean?
It means a big party.
The neighbors!
All right, Dad, have a your way. Come on, let's go.
He did it.
That means I owe him $10.
Why?
I told him if he passed his GED, I'd give him $10.
He'll be so happy, he'll take that money and frame it.
In that case, I'll write him a check.
Thank you
What for?
for helping me study, for being patient with me, for believing.
Come here. I keep telling you, you're a Schoenfeld. There's a strength in you. You may not be aware of it now, but when you need it, it will be there.
Are you sure?
It was true for your great-grandfather, for me, for your father. Someday, it will be true for you.
Are you talking about the elephant?
Maybe. What do you know about the elephant?
Just that it's kind of a family tradition.
That's right. Every generation of Schoenfeld sends someone to serve their country, to see the elephant.
It makes you different. It makes you special.
In a way.
By the way, an 8-letter word for reason not to sleep? Try insomnia.
Very good.
You have to know these things when you're a high school graduate.
Is everything ready?
Yes.
Good. I'll get to work. You wait, Grandpa? And Dad, Robert. May I have this dance, madam?
There's no music.
Oh, there's always music. Da 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 dum, bum bum, bum bum, bum 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 bum, bum bum, bum bum. You know, my grandfather loved the Strauss waltz. He insisted all of his grandchildren learn how to dance. Of course, my father would have objected, but he was never around.
I think we need a bigger living room.
He did it!
Oh,
I didn't.
what do you mean?
I figured he'd end up just...
How?
Never mind. He did it, and now he's going to college. Maybe UCLA.
Oh, wonderful. Oh.
I only wish that...
What? What do you wish?
Nothing. I better get to work.
Hey, where's Rob?
Good morning, Janet.
Hey, did you hear?
Robert passed his GED. Yes, isn't it wonderful?
He did, that's great.
Yes. What were you talking about?
Nothing.
Janet, what is it?
Nothing, really.
Janet, what is it? And don't lie to me, I'll find out.
Frank is back in town.
Frank, you say he's back in town? That's not good news, is it?
No.
When Robert started getting into trouble a couple of years ago, skipping school and taking drugs, who was his friend?
Frank.
And when he broke into that house last year, who was with him?
Frank.
One more thing. Do you know why Frank went to prison last year when Robert didn't?
Yeah?
Because we convinced Robert to testify against Frank. It wasn't easy.
I know.
Is that why you came to warn us about Frank being back in town?
Yeah.
Thanks. You care about it, Robert, don't you?
Of course I do. I care about all of you.
We care about you too. We don't need to tell Robert about Frank being back in town, do we?
He's going to find out.
I know, but not today, not now.
Okay.
Robert's getting dressed. He'll be out in a minute. Oh, no, you don't.
But
You think you do, but you don't.
but I want... Janet, how you doing today?
Good, I guess.
Anything new and interesting?
Nothing, I swear.
Oh, no need to swear, is there? Staying for breakfast?
Okay.
Good.
Good morning.
Fine, nothing fine. What?
Something wrong.
No, Mr. Schnofeld, everything's fine.
Janet, family name is... Never mind. You're here to see Robert.
Okay.
You've heard the news about Robert.
What news?
That he passed his GED exam.
Oh, yeah, I heard.
Well,
What?
don't I get my hug? Come, sit down, we can talk. How did you and Robert meet?
We met through Vera, actually. She and me was lab partners, and we became friends.
How did that happen?
I don't know, just did. I really liked how neat and tidy she always was, and I think she liked how messy I always was. I liked the way she talked to me, even though I was just for the welfare people. One time, she actually asked me if she could come over to my house. Of course, I never wanted to. Anyway, Rob used to hang around with us.
So, tell me, what's wrong?
Nothing.
Janet, something is wrong, I can tell. I can always tell these things. I used to be a salesman, spent years on the road. You learn to read people.
Well, Janet's just worried about what will happen when Robert goes away to college.
Is that true?
Okay.
I knew that. I have a way of knowing these things. You know, family is a strong thing. It survives separations.
Does it?
You see, when my father came back from World War I, he had to move his family out here because his lungs were damaged in the war. Mustard gas. But work was hard to find then, so he traveled all through the desert looking for it. So he was rarely home.
Oh my God, that's so sad.
Well, yes, but we survived. Most of us. Then, when I grew up, I had the same problem. even though I wanted to raise my children here, I couldn't make a living here. So I was gone a lot of the time too.
That's so sad.
But we survived.
Most of us did. We had Uncle Vernon.
Vernon was a good uncle.
Uncle Vernon is a great uncle. Back then, he was more like a father.
I'm your father.
Yes, I know that now.
So, tell me, what's really wrong?
I don't think I should tell you.
Of course you should.
Frank is back in town.
I think I've heard of this person. He was in jail, wasn't he?
Yeah, but not no more.
Was he a welfare person?
Like me.
Not like you.
Huh?
Robert had something to do with Frank being in jail, didn't he?
Yeah.
This latest bit of news, you gonna tell Robert?
No, not yet.
Janet, Grandma Schoenfeld, what are you two talking about?
I was just telling you some of my war stories.
Ooh, actually.
I was going to show her some of my medals if I could just... Ah, here they are. I should put these up on the wall. And I love me wall. Now this one,
Is the one you got for taking part in D-Day.
actually no, it was the invasion of Sicily.
Right.
Not quite as impressive as D-Day.
But it still helped to get the job done.
That's right.
He was in the first wave.
Actually no, if I'd had been, I probably wouldn't be here.
I thought you were.
Honestly, Robert, you must have heard these stories often enough before.
Not this one.
When we were in Italy, and we'd take over an area, the people would come out and welcome us like liberators.
Grandpa!
From invaders to liberators, in one easy step.
Grandpa!
There was a fellow in my platoon named D'Agostino. His family was from Italy.
Grandpa, this story we have heard.
Maybe Janet hasn't heard it.
She's heard it more often than me.
More often than I have.
Well, I haven't heard it for a while.
As I said, his ancestors were from Italy. On the way over, he'd tell me how nice it would be to meet family.
Uh-huh.
But when we got to Italy, he couldn't help but meet family, or at least people who said they were family.
What do you mean?
Yeah, Gramps.
Don't call
What
me
do you
that.
mean?
They would hear his name and they'd say, "We're cousins!" And then there'd be this huge story about how they were somehow related to this American GI. Now, here's the strange part. His family was from Sicily. But when we got to the main part of Italy, we kept finding cousins. Of course, they all wanted money. He was always broke because he just couldn't bear to say no. He'd tell me, with my luck, one person I say no to probably will be my cousin.
Whatever happened to him?
You know,
I don't.
he died at Monte Cassino.
Oh my God, that's so sad.
Yes. He's a brave little guy, only about 5 foot something, about an inch taller than you need to be to get into the Army.
Oh wow.
Yes? Oh, wow. As I said, he was very brave, always out front in any battle.
Even the last.
Did I ever tell you about Johnson?
Breakfast is ready.
Good. We can eat, then we'll go to church. We do everything backwards in this family.
What do you mean?
Well, most families go to church and then eat breakfast.
Oh,
How's it done in your family?
it isn't.
I don't think you mean it.
Well, we don't go to church or have breakfast.
You can come with us, Janet.
Okay.
Wait a moment. My son wants to have a word with me. What's wrong?
Nothing.
I saw that look. And don't lie to me, because I'll find out.
Don't get me wrong. I love Janet like crazy. Like she's my own daughter. Maybe.
But
But she's a welfare person.
I know that.
Do you know what they are?
They are people on welfare.
They are everything that has gone wrong with this community for the past 20 years. They are crime and vandalism. They are drugs and worse.
Janitors.
That's right. You don't think. You come and go as you like. You just don't think.
If I left, it's because I had to.
I understand that. What do you think I'm trying to do down at the shop? I'm trying to build a life where I won't have to leave to make a living. But to do that, you have to play the game.
What game?
Politics. Do you know what it would do to my standing in this community if we walked into church with her?
I don't care. She's family.
What makes her family?
She's family because she needs to be family. You may accompany us.
Okay, hold me just a minute.
What's wrong?
What is wrong with you?
What?
This is a very important part of your grandfather's life, and all you can say is, I've heard that story.
But he tells it over and over.
Don't you think there's a reason for that?
What do you want me to do?
Just listen to him.
Gramps? I mean, Grandpa Schoenfeld? Can I ask you something?
You may.
Being in the Army, going to war, did it help you?
I don't know. I suppose.
Well, how do you mean?
It gave me a different perspective on life. It changed what I thought was important and what I thought wasn't.
Well, did it help settle you down?
It helped me appreciate my family a little more.
Will you please sit down?
In a minute. Did you know Frank is back in town?
How did you know?
It's still a small town, remember?
Will you two please sit down?
Just don't get it, do you?
Get what?
Just don't know what you got.
So, what were you and Robert and Janet talking about this morning?
I was just telling you some of my war stories.
Nothing gory, I hope.
Of course not. I don't even like to think about such things, much less talk about them.
I know how you feel.
Maybe it was harder for you.
I don't understand.
Well, your war was...
What, not popular? I don't see what popularity has to do with fighting a war.
Of course not. What I meant was your war was more futile than mine.
And what did your war accomplish? Nuclear terror? 45 years of Cold War? Oh, my war.
We made the world safe for democracy.
You're confused. That was your father's war.
Oh. Well, we got rid of a despot.
Right. I guess in Vietnam we were the despot.
I suppose.
Thanks so much for helping.
I don't mind. I really love coming over here. It's a nice change of pace.
From your house?
It's a little less hectic over here. Actually, it's a lot less hectic.
So, how are your parents?
They have their moments of clarity. Emphasis on the word moments.
Oh dear.
But
That's
it's,
nice, I suppose.
I like coming over here anyway. I like that you let me come over.
What do you mean?
You know,
Now stop that. Stop that right now. Anyway, you know you're welcome anytime.
things.
You were like a sister. You were like a sister to Vera. What's that for?
Sometimes just saying things isn't enough.
You are so sweet.
I just love this family so much.
We love you too.
Here's to my son, who's a lot less dumb than I thought he was.
Here?
No one is as dumb as you thought I was.
Which reminds me, are you $1?
Actually, it was $10.
What are you gonna do with it?
Probably frame it.
In that case, give it back to me, I'll write you a check.
Where's Uncle Vernon?
I think you went to get your grandfather.
But it's late, he should be here by now.
You know how slowly he drives.
Of course. Janet, will you help me in the kitchen?
Sure.
So, what are your plans?
College, trade school, what?
Well, I'm not really sure. I've got a lot to think about today.
I guess there's no rush.
I didn't have any plans until after I got out of the Army.
Neither did I.
Well, I was thinking of maybe joining the Marines.
What? Why would you want to do that?
Well, you know, family tradition.
Don't feel you have to do that.
Don't feel you have to do it just because we joined the military.
Well, maybe it would be good for me.
What would be good is to stay home and go to college.
That's right. I just think this is what I need right now. You know, the discipline, the hard work.
Don't rush this.
Think about it.
All right.
I hope your uncle, I hope Robert's uncle gets here soon.
Me too. It wouldn't be the same without him or your grandfather.
You're right.
Too bad Barrett isn't here. Sorry.
It's all right. Actually, I was thinking the same thing. I think about Vera every day. So do I.
I'm sorry I couldn't. I'm sorry I wasn't.
It's all right, I understand.
No, you don't. Because I don't think I can explain it right.
Well, try.
I really love Vera a lot. So much so I didn't realize what a bad influence I was being on her. I was always wild, but my parents never cared.
I don't think that's
No, they didn't. Care. That's what you were going to say, right?
Yes.
Well, they didn't. Listen, in Deseret Valley, there are two types of kids who do drugs. The kind that has to hide their drug use from their parents, and the kind that has to hide their drugs from their parents. Guess which kind I was? I was born into that world. I had no choice. But I didn't have to drag Vera in with me.
You didn't drag Vera here. Believe me, she went willingly. This is your daughter. Believe me, it's hard to say, but it's the truth.
Is truth an important thing?
It's the most important thing. Napkins. We forgot napkins.
Don't feel you have to do anything.
Yes.
You don't feel you have to leave town for some reason, do you?
Dad.
No, no way.
Good. Running is never the answer.
I know that.
Where's Uncle Vernon?
I don't know. Let's go outside and wait for him.
Helen, we're all going outside.
All right. How did it happen? What? When Vera died. How did it happen?
What?
How did it happen?
Why are you asking me this now? Why now after all this time?
I've always wanted to know. Believe me, I've always wanted to know. But sometimes that question would be on the tip of my tongue, just begging to be asked. And I couldn't do it.
Why couldn't you?
Because somewhere in my heart, or my mind, or my soul, I knew what the answer would be. And even though I needed to hear it, I knew I wasn't ready to hear it.
Do you think you're ready now?
I know for a fact I'm not ready. But it's time.
How much do you know?
I know that it was an overdose, but I've got to know everything.
Are you sure?
Okay.
Please don't make me do this. Please don't make me tell you.
I understand.
don't. I've been so wrong for so long, and I've hated myself for so long. You don't know this, but this family is all I have. If I lose you...
But you won't lose.
I wish I could believe that.
You can. Please.
We went to this really big party in a house in the hills.
Where?
It was north of the highway. I heard some rock star used to own it, something like that. The whole upstairs was a single bedroom suite. The people who owned it was away, so the guy watching it threw this really huge party.
So what happened?
We'd been there for about 4 hours. We'd been drinking a lot, vodka and something else.
Something else.
They put something in the drinks. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't good.
And?
I was trying to keep an eye on her. She had this habit of flashing when she got wasted.
Flashing.
Lifting her top.
But you were trying to keep an eye on her.
I was trying, but I passed out. When I come to is at the bottom of some wrought iron stairs. I don't know why, but I went up the stairs and into the bedroom. That's when I saw her. She was lying on the bed and there was this guy. He was on top of her. I was about to step forward to pull him off when he looked at me and he showed me he had a knife to her throat.
What was she doing?
Nothing. She was completely out of it.
What did you do?
Nothing. I couldn't. I didn't want him to kill her, so I went back down the stairs, waiting for him to come down, and then I went back up the stairs to get her. That's when I found out I couldn't wake her. She was barely breathing.
What did you do then?
I put her back together as best I could. I carried her up to the car and drove her to the hospital.
You left her in the emergency room? You left her?
I was too ashamed to stay. I'm so sorry.
So am I. Oh my God.
What's wrong?
I have to go.
Why?
I just have to.
I should follow her.
Later.
Why?
Your great-grandfather and your uncle will be here soon.
But she looks upset.
Family comes first. Right, Dad?
Yes, family comes first.
I won't.
So what about college?
What? I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready for college.
You've got to get a good education. That's what your great-grandfather always says.
It's true. That's what he always said.
Vernon, what's wrong?
Our father, he's dead.
Well, I guess I'd better fix us something to eat.
Do you need some help?
No.
No, of course not. She never accepts help from anyone.
Dad!
She controls that kitchen from pillar to post like she controls the rest of this house.
I don't control anything. You know that.
The only person you let help was Janet. Haven't seen her for a few days. Where's she been?
I don't know. I'm very busy. What are you doing here?
I knew you would need to eat after the services, so I came over and I made your casserole. Your recipe. I'm sorry, I hope you don't mind.
Guess not.
Maybe I should go.
It's not necessary.
I understand if you hate me.
Let's see what you've made.
What was that all about?
Later.
What?
I said later.
Well, I guess you're the patriarch of the family now.
Of course not. You are.
Why me?
You are the older brother.
You always were the older brother, even if I was born before you.
I don't understand.
You were the one that held the family together when Mother was ill. You were the one that went to war. You were the one that went out into the world to work, to keep the family going,
You were the one who stayed here.
and did nothing.
Oh, far from it. Don't say that. You're like a father to my children. You did a lot.
I tried.
You know, we're alone now. Out of Mama and Papa and Aaron and Josephine and you and I. Just you and I.
And I'm only just,
All right. So I'm the patriarch. Come along. I want to show you something.
I've been thinking about what we talked about before.
Yes?
Well, about you and Gramps and Great-Grandpa Schoenfeld. And how you each served your country when your time came up.
Your grandfather called it unbroken chain, but don't feel that.
I want to keep the chain going.
What have you done?
Just what I said I was going to do. I joined the Marines.
Why?
What?
Do you realize what's happening? Saddam Hussein has invaded Kuwait. We could be at war any minute.
I know that. I want to serve.
You want to get yourself killed?
I want to serve.
Serve your country by going to college.
I'm not going to college. Any college. You know that.
So just get yourself killed.
I'm doing this for the family.
What does that mean?
I can't tell you.
You will. You will!
What is it?
He's gone.
I'll go find him.
What's happened?
He's joined the Marines.
oh no.
I can't lose another child.
You won't. You won't. You won't.
Will he go to the Gulf?
I don't know.
I don't think so. It'll be over before he finishes his training. Even if it isn't, they won't send him.
It could be that your chain will remain unbroken.
That's too bad.
Robbie coming home, you thought what?
I thought I'd surprise you by decorating for his homecoming.
Well, you did surprise me, but it's 3 in the morning. What's going on?
Nothing.
Hold it.
Do you think you're still mad at me?
I know. But I think I'm more mad at myself. You think you're the first person to look on this family as a refuge from their own? I was a welfare person too. That's why I tried to protect my children from it. But the more I tried to protect them, the more they ran to embrace it. Especially here. That's how it is with Schoenfeld when Reynolds home.
What about Robert?
Robert doesn't know what he wants. He's never known. That's how it is with Schoenfeld men.
What about you? What do you want?
I want everyone to be safe and happy. What about you?
I wish I had a mother like you.
Why?
Because you care more about your children than you do for yourself.
But I'm sure that your mother does too.
When my brother died, she didn't even cry. She was just upset because I brought the police around. I wish I belonged to a real family.
You do. You're a part of this family. You
How
always
did you say that?
Don't forget, I know what it's like to be a stray. Tell you what, why don't we finish this tomorrow? You can come
I
back.
can't go home. Can I stay here?
Why? What's going on?
I can't tell you.
Is it your parents?
Yes.
How did... No. You don't have to tell me. You can stay here tonight. I'll get you a blanket. Is it bad?
Yes.
Have they been arrested?
I don't think I should tell you.
Why not? I wish you could trust me.
So do I. But I can't. I don't even belong here.
Why not?
Because I'm not your child, I'm theirs. I'm not what you are, I'm what they are.
That's not true. We'll spend the night here, and in the morning we'll call your parents.
We can't.
Why not?
I can't tell you.
Janet, I'm not going to play cat and mouse games with you anymore. What's going on?
I don't think I can say it out loud.
Try.
They're dead.
What? Oh my God.
I found them a few hours ago.
You found them?
In the garage, on the ground. I tried to revive them. I kept going from one to the other. Finally, I just gave up and called 911.
Oh my God, the sirens. I heard the sirens earlier, and I wondered what they were. I never had a feeling about it.
My parents.
What are you going to do? You can't go back there.
I don't know.
I do. You'll live here. You can stay in Vera's room.
I can't.
Can't what?
I can't stay in Vera's room.
I understand. Try to get some sleep.
Frank!
You remembered. That's nice.
What are you doing here?
I followed you here. Just thought I'd say hey to Robbie.
He's not here yet.
Oh, that's too bad.
If you're here to get back at him,
Get back at him. But why? Because he testified against me? Because he lied and said I helped break into a house when you and I both know it was somewhere else that night? Actually, I should thank him for that. Guess I should thank you too for not screwing up the deal. Punishment for breaking into a house is a lot less than for rape.
Or manslaughter.
Whatever. I'm not getting into a pissing match with you about it.
You really need to go.
You know, if you had wanted to, you could have put me away for a long time. Then Robbie's deal with the DA would have fallen apart.
I'm telling you.
I know. I need to leave. I get that a lot. I guess you shouldn't brought your girlfriend to that party. Oh. Say hi to your folks for me. Ask them how they like my latest sale.
Who's there? Janet? What are you doing here? Is something wrong?
No, I just thought I'd help with decorations.
3 o'clock in the morning? I don't understand.
It's a long story.
I see. Come, let's talk about it. We understand you have trouble at home sometime. It's all right if you come to stay with us from time to time.
I may be staying with you a lot. My parents.
Are in no condition to care for you.
Yeah.
What can I say? I can't say I'm surprised. I'm sorry, that wasn't very nice. I'm not a very nice person, am I?
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. And I don't care. At my age, you feel you've been polite to enough people to last the final few years you've got left. You feel like you've earned the right to be as blunt and rude and say pretty much exactly what you want to people no matter how much it hurts them. You know why?
Why?
Because no matter how rude I get, my victims always have the perfect comeback available to them.
Which is?
I believe it goes, screw you, old man. 10 years you'll be dead. Someone actually said that to me a few months ago.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Don't be. It was terribly liberating, not to mention true. Old age is a terrible disease, but the cure is so much worse.
I guess you're right.
You haven't had an easy time with it, have you?
What?
Your life so far, it hasn't been easy.
Why do you say that?
Well, your brother's dead, and your parents, well, they aren't the best parents in the world, are they?
No.
I'm sure they mean well.
No, they don't.
I see. It must be hard if you don't have a family you can fight for. Someone about whom you can say, they're crazy, but they're my parents, so I'm the only one who gets to call them crazy.
Yeah.
You know, the whole time I was in Italy, you know what I was fighting for? My family.
Really?
I wanted to get back to them. I wanted to see them again. So other people had military objectives. Take that town, secure this bridge. I just wanted to get back to my family.
That's nice.
You know, that's the most important thing, family. Even more important than country.
Does Robbie understand that?
Not yet. Someday he will.
Why did Robbie join the Marines?
I don't know. To keep the chain unbroken.
The what?
The unbroken chain, sort of family tradition.
each generation of Schoenfeld sending a member off to fight in some war. For Robert's father was the Vietnam War. For me, it was World War II. For my father, World War I. For his father, the Franco-Prussian War.
What did they do, fight over spaghetti?
That would be the Franco-American War. No. The Franco-Prussian War allowed the creation of united Germany after thousands of years of struggle. Enough history lesson for tonight. Big day tomorrow, or today.
Why? Because Robbie's coming home?
Yes, from boot camp. Top of his class, of course.
Will he be going to the golf?
I shouldn't think so.
Good.
All right.
You're here.
Were you waiting for me?
I couldn't go home.
Why?
Your mother let me stay here.
What's wrong?
I can't tell you.
Well, then don't.
It's my parents. They're dead.
What? How did they die?
I don't know. It may have been suicide.
How can you be telling me this?
I don't know. I'm in shock. Before I could hardly bring myself to say the words, and now they're coming so easily. My parents killed themselves. Maybe on purpose.
Well, you had to know.
I know.
But that time would come
I
when...
know. But Robbie, you're home. I'm so glad you're home. You look so good. How are you?
Tired. When I made it, I didn't think I would.
Where do you go now?
More training. Eventually I'll get shipped out.
Will you be going to Kuwait?
No, I didn't join the time.
You sound disappointed.
I am. What's wrong?
I can't believe you just said that.
What?
You're their only child, now you want to go get killed?
You don't understand this, man.
I know about your unbroken chain, but I also know that your parents already lost.
Don't talk about her. You don't have the right.
I was there, remember? I even told your mother about it.
What? Why?
I had to. I couldn't not tell her anymore.
Did you tell her everything?
No, not everything. I didn't tell her who did it or when it happened.
You should have.
I would have screwed you up.
Maybe you should have.
No.
Why not?
Like I said, your parents already lost one child.
We all lost faith. You too.
Yeah,
You loved her.
I did.
I know.
Do you?
I wanted to be like Farrah because I knew you loved her. You were a part of her life. And I thought, if I were a part of that life, then that you noticed me.
What is it?
I just wanted to make sure you weren't planning on changing your mind about what you didn't see that night.
Why would I?
Good answer. Like I said, I got off pretty easy, and I wouldn't want that to change. I also wouldn't want to see little Robbie get hurt.
You need to leave.
I know. I'm leaving. Oh, you might want to lock the back door.
Hello? Excuse me? Yes, she's here. Just one moment. I'll get her. Janet. It's the police. They want to talk to you.
Okay. I told them I'd be here. Oh my God, is that okay?
Certainly.
Thanks. Yes? Okay. Okay. They want to speak to me about what happened. Do you need a ride? Just a second. When do you want me to come down there? What? They want to come pick me up. Did you come around the back? Good, I'll meet you there.
Janet, why did you ask them?
The cops have come around to my house often enough for me to know what happens when they come to the front door.
What happens?
First, the neighbors see them. That's when the rumor starts. I don't want that for you.
Thanks.
I better go speak to them.
Do you want me to come with you?
No, that's okay.
Where'd Janet go?
Robert, you're home. Welcome back. How are you?
Good. Where did Janet go?
To the police station. Where's your uniform?
What for?
To talk about her parents.
Oh.
Help me in the kitchen, will you?
So, how was Desert Storm coming?
Just as planned, apparently.
Good. What do you want to do today?
No, I'm not sure. A few months ago, I would have said, go see your grandfather. Even now, see, my first thought, to go see him. Now, even more.
It's tough. I know.
It's harder than you know. You know, out of the members of our family, and that's my parents, and two sisters, and Vernon and I, he and I are the only ones left. After I'm gone, he'll be alone.
He'll never be alone.
Ernest, is that you?
Yes, do you need something?
There's someone here to see you.
Who is it?
Just wait.
Oh, Robert, my son.
You just saw me at my graduation.
Well, forget it then. Oh, we're so proud of you.
Thanks.
Come on, sit down. Tell us about boot camp.
It was a lot of hard work.
You should have been, it was really hard.
Vernon, you look terrible. What's wrong?
I don't know. I was driving over when I began to feel dizzy, so I pulled over until I felt better, but now I'm feeling dizzy again.
Sit down here. Robert, get your uncle some water.
What is it, Uncle Vernon?
No, nothing.
You should call the paramedics.
Right. Hello. I need an ambulance. 5515 Desert View Drive, Deseret Valley. I'm not sure. I think he's having a heart attack. Oh, well, he's feeling dizzy and weak. Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna wait outside for him.
Robert, help your father wait for the ambulance.
Okay.
Are you feeling better?
Oh, I think so. You didn't call the paramedics, did you?
Of course we did.
Oh, God, how embarrassing.
I don't care. Better to be safe.
It's embarrassing to me. When have you ever wanted to be safe?
Every day of my life. I was just never very good at it.
You never played it safe and you know it. That was my job. You were the one that went out into the world, and I'm the one who stayed here in the valley, and
Someone had to stay.
I suppose. Mainly I stayed because I wanted to. And there are those who think that Deseret Valley is a place where some people have to stay. I never thought of it that way.
What do you mean?
Well, when we were younger, people thought that Deseret Valley was a place for desert rats and homesteaders and weirdos. Now that I'm older, people think it's a place for welfare cheats and drug addicts. And of course, weirdos. People who have no choice but to live here.
I see.
Yeah, but what you don't see is that I had a choice about living here. I stayed here and lived because I love it. When I look out of my back door, I see those hills covered with the smoke trees, and Joshua trees, and creosote bushes. Sometimes see a coyote, or a jackrabbit, or a roadrunner. I can't help but love this place.
Maybe you shouldn't talk for now. Until the paramedics get here.
All right. Oh, I still can't believe you called them.
I was concerned.
Thank you.
Don't
Maybe
talk.
I'm just tired.
From what?
Maybe I'm overrested.
Don't talk.
Fine, you talk.
All right. I was just talking about you today. About what you'll do when I'm gone.
You're gone. Where are you going?
You know it.
Going back on the road again?
You know what I mean. I was thinking about Mom and Dad and Aaron and Josephine.
Oh, they're all gone.
It's just us now.
That's what happens. Time goes by. Children become parents. Parents become grandparents. Eventually they die.
Stop talking now. You need to save your strength.
Or what?
Just shut up. You're my brother. You're all I have left. He's really gone.
I'm so sorry.
Why does it have to be so hard? Why does it have to hurt so much?
I don't know.
My poor dear child. My poor dear child.
Where are you going?
I'm leaving.
What about your uncle's funeral?
I don't have time for that.
Make time.
What's wrong?
That's what I'm wondering.
I have to go!
You still have another day.
How did you know that?
I didn't. I guessed.
What?
If you didn't have 2 days left, you wouldn't be sneaking out like this. You are sneaking out, aren't you?
I have to!
Why?
For the family!
What?
I could explain it to you.
So go ahead.
Let me finish. I could explain it to you. but you wouldn't understand.
What wouldn't I understand?
It's about my family. Protecting my family.
And I wouldn't understand that?
You've never had a family that was worth protecting.
Why did you say that?
A couple of drug addict parents, a screwed up older brother. No one even worth protecting.
But I did try to protect them. And your sister.
What?
Your sister. I tried to protect her.
But you failed.
I protected you. Mr. Schauppner?
Robert's left, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
I thought so.
Why?
Let's just say that military service isn't the only tradition in this family.
He really does care about this family.
I know. I don't know what drove him away. Something did.
So I heard you went to the police today.
What?
Didn't you? Didn't you? So what did you talk about?
Why don't you ask Robert?
I already did. Earlier today, he didn't know. What did you talk about?
My parents.
Your what?
My parents.
Your what?
My parents. They wanted to speak to me about my parents and how they died.
You didn't talk about anything else?
What?
I'm getting pretty damn tired of this.
What?
It's a simple question. Did you talk about anything else?
I don't know what you mean.
Yes, you do.
All we talked about was my parents and how they died and why they might have done it on purpose. But you already know how they died.
Did my name come up?
What?
Did my name come up?
What?
Did my name come up?
No!
Don't let her turn the lights on.
Please, don't.
Don't what?
I prefer the dark.
Really?
Yeah.
When Robert and Vera were little, they were afraid of the dark. Well, I guess every child is different. Is anything wrong? I thought I heard voices.
Oh, that was me. I talk in my sleep.
Really? Do you walk in your sleep as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, be careful. We wouldn't want you to hurt yourself or anyone else.
I will.
Janet, would you like to sleep in Robert's room? Or Vera's old room?
No, I'm fine here. I'm used to the couch. I don't know how to sleep on a bed.
Well, if you change your mind, let me know. All right? Okay. Good night.
Nice new family you got here.
Yeah.
Be a shame if anything happened to it.
Don't you even dare.
Hey, the nerve. That's how Robert reacted at first, but he saw my logic. Too bad you weren't that protective the night of the party. You might have saved her life.
You really need to go.
I will. I just wanted to, make sure you didn't say anything about that party when you visited our friends at the police today.
No, I didn't.
That's good. It's like I said, this is a nice family. I'd hate to see anything happen to it. Oh, by the way, where is young Robert?
He's in his room.
Liar.
What?
Your new mommy just offered you his room. She can't be that desperate to get him laid.
He left.
Did he?
I thought you already knew that.
Yes, I did.
You should leave too.
I will. Well, I'll be back from time to time to see how you're doing. I don't think about going anywhere. I like to know where you are. And I know you want to keep an eye on your new brood. Oh, by the way, in case you're wondering, yeah, you did lock the back door.
Okay. Yes? No. I'm not interested. Thank you.
Who was it?
I don't know. Some salesman.
And he got our name right on the first try?
No. He butchered it.
But you didn't say anything.
I just didn't feel like fighting with him.
Are you feeling all right?
No, I'm not.
Well, what's wrong?
What's wrong? What's wrong isn't old. It's hell.
When did this happen?
I don't know. But it did.
You'll feel better when Robbie gets home.
I suppose.
You've heard
Heard what?
about what Robert did.
I heard what people say Robert did. I'll have to hear from Robert himself what he did.
But the military said...
The military has been wrong before, and I should know.
I know.
I was at an Italian campaign.
I know.
I was at Monte Cassino.
You've told me.
So I know the military can make mistakes. I know they can be wrong, and don't tell me they can't. What's this?
I like it when you fight.
Well, don't get used to it. These days are long gone.
Help me in the kitchen, will you?
All right.
I'm glad you're here.
Are you?
It'll be good to have you here when Robert comes home.
Really?
You know, you heard,
Yeah.
what happened in Somalia?
Crazy place.
Oh, I know.
It was anarchy.
What?
Anarchy.
You know what that word means?
Of course I do.
Good. Help me in the water?
Sure. I didn't know you could set a table.
Of course I can. Mama taught me. Vernon and I would set the table. Aaron and Josephine would help Mama cook dinner.
Aaron and Josephine? They were your sisters?
You never met them. They were twins. They're about 10 years older than me, about a year younger than Vernon.
Tell me about them.
They were wonderful. I can't remember a day when I didn't love them. Of course, they were as different as summer and winter. Josephine was very disciplined. She was my mother when Mama was too busy.
Did that happen very often?
Yes, I think so. Erin, on the other hand, was wild. She was about 17. She learned to fly in an old Sopwith camel. She took me up once. It was the closest I've ever come to perfect freedom.
How did they die?
Josephine died after having a stroke about 30 years ago.
She was so young.
Too young.
What about Aaron?
Aaron died a couple of days after my plane ride. Crash. For years, I thought there was some connection. I don't know why, maybe because it happened so soon after. It was a connection that children make
Do you think about them?
every day.
But you've never said anything about them.
Not the sort of thing I do.
Why not?
Because it's my pain, no one else's.
Why didn't I know you had this talent setting tables?
You never let me practice.
Pardon me.
I mean it. You never let me help.
I'm letting you help now.
You're distracted today.
Are you disappointed in him?
Oh.
You know, if he did what they say he did, would you be disappointed in him?
Oh, it's difficult to say. War is a unique experience. Every war, every battle is unique. It's hard for anyone to judge how someone really will react to a situation he's thrown into. You know, a man lives his whole life one way, and he thinks that's the way to live. And then he meets someone who lives another way, and he says, how can he live that way? But what he doesn't realize is that the other man is looking at him and thinking exactly the same thing.
That's brilliant. It has absolutely nothing to do with what we're talking about right now. But it's brilliant nonetheless.
Well, I'm old. I'm entitled to the occasional non sequitur.
Non sequitur?
Yes,
You know what that means.
I looked it up this morning. I was helping Janet with her GED.
Oh, well, if you're in such a helpful mood, why don't you help me with Robert's bed?
All right.
I am so sorry.
Don't worry about it!
Really, very sorry.
It's okay!
It was an accident.
I know! I know!
Has he arrived yet?
No, not yet.
Worried? So am I.
Wonder where he is.
So do I.
Why would he stay away so long?
I think we both know the answer to that.
He looks at us and what we've done,
Or what we said we've done.
living up to what we've actually done would be hard enough.
But living up to what we said we did.
Virtually impossible. You want some coffee?
No thanks. Do you ever think about it? The things you did in the war?
No, not really. You?
No. No. We should call the police.
So, you were thinking that too.
What?
That we should call the police.
Oh, yes, yes. You should have been home this afternoon.
You going to call them?
Who?
The police.
Oh, yeah, yes. Well, let's give them a few hours.
So, you wouldn't admit it either?
No, I don't.
All right. Let's give him a few more hours.
Ernest? Are you still up?
I can't help it.
Neither can I. It's getting late.
I know.
We should call the police.
I know.
Do you want to wait a few more hours, don't you?
Yeah.
Don't wait too long.
Who is that?
Helen,
Couldn't sleep either.
at least Janet can sleep. Unless she's standing right behind me.
I couldn't sleep.
Neither could I.
Don't worry, sweetness. Robert will be home any minute.
You said that 2 hours ago.
I know.
He has been back. Not since that night he left.
Time like this, he should be with his family.
I'm going to get some sleep.
So, you're a very secretive girl, aren't you?
Why do you say that?
It seems like you know more than you let on.
Well, like what?
Like why Robert was in such a hurry to leave the last time he was here.
Well, I wouldn't.
Like why Robert doesn't want to come home now.
You know why?
Can't be because of what happened in Somalia. He must know that at a time like this, he needs his family the most.
We don't know what he did in Somalia or what he thinks about it.
We'll just have to wait.
I know.
We'll keep each other company.
We'll stay awake forever if we have to. You're here. Robert, you're here!
Robert, thank the Lord you're home. Helen Ernest, Robert's here. We're so worried about you.
Are you okay?
Lord, wait a minute.
Thank God we're safe.
Wait a minute.
We've missed you. We're so worried about you.
Wait a minute! Don't you know what I did?
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
What did you do?
Killed a civilian. A boy who's trying to steal my sunglasses.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter. I went there to try to help those people, and I ended up killing one of them.
This is what matters. You're our son and we love you. Whether you believe it or not, we're happy to have you home and we're proud of you. We love you. Anything else? We can deal with tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yes. Tomorrow.
How did it happen?
It all happened so quickly. We were on patrol. Suddenly, I felt a hand grabbing at my shirt. And just as suddenly, I was fired. I was a 12-year-old boy, dead. I never knew I could kill somebody, even if I had to. Even to protect myself before, but now I know I can't. I don't think I like knowing that. It's there. There's nothing I can do about it.
And he was just trying to steal your sunglasses?
It was a game with them. We'd already lost some men, and I just don't think they realized how nervous we were.
How nervous were you?
We were out of our minds with it. We had no idea what we were supposed to be doing there. We had no idea who we were supposed to be fighting, or even if we were supposed to be fighting. All we knew is that everyone was armed.
Everyone?
Everyone. Including 12-year-old boys. I still remember seeing children carrying around rifles bigger than they were. It was a nightmare. there to help innocent victims. I don't think there are any innocent victims. Then again, once you've been through something like that, you know what you're capable of.
What do you do now?
I don't know. I'm not in the Marines anymore.
You quit?
They didn't give me the chance.
You got kicked out?
I agreed to a discharge. Couldn't stay anymore, not after what I did. I had to leave.
What now?
There's one more thing I have to do, then I don't know.
What more do you have to do?
Has Frank been bothering you?
Not that often. Why do you ask?
Where are you staying? I mean, where are you sleeping?
In your room, but I can go back out to the couch.
No, that's fine. You stay in there. I'll sleep out here. Why don't you go to bed now? We'll talk again tomorrow.
Are you all right?
No. I'm not all right. But I soon will be.
Robert, thought I'd find you back in town.
I know.
Really?
I made sure you knew I was in town,
Why'd you do that?
so I could give you something.
What's that?
This.
What's going to happen with him?
I don't know.
He claims he's merely killing an intruder.
I know an ambush when I see one.
So do I.
Why do you think he did it?
I don't know.
That boy he killed, wasn't he the one he testified against?
Maybe. Maybe he was trying to protect the family.
Maybe. What about the boy in Somalia?
That was war. No matter what we're told. Do you remember the first person you killed?
Old woman. Came out on her porch to sweep. In the twilight, I thought the woman was a soldier and her broom was a rifle.
You never told me that before.
I know. Did you ever kill a civilian?
Well, I don't think so.
What do you mean?
Well, it was not. The difference between a civilian and an enemy combatant was, it was a matter of opinion.
So you never killed any civilians?
Do you remember Millet?
Yes.
Things like that happened a lot. You weren't told about it, you didn't hear about it, but it happened.
Tell me about it.
Well, we'd send out patrols. They'd get ambushed again and again by the same villages. We weren't idiots, we could make that connection. So we would go to that village, people would be killed, the ambushes would stop.
And if the people you killed were innocent?
There are no innocent people.
You don't sound convinced.
Well, maybe I'm not. It was easy for you. You had that good war.
There are no good wars.
But then-
okay? Some wars are just more necessary than
I
others.
disagree. I disagree.
Do you think you're the only one who wonders about what they did? There's a reason why veterans, no matter what their war, spend so much time talking about what they did between the battles.
It was because they don't want to think about what they did during the battle.
There's some scars I simply don't want to look at.
Dad, tell me your scar.
I led a platoon of men at the siege of Monte Cassino. It was the stupidest battle of the war. We used to bypass the place. I knew it. So did my men. Instead, I sent them up that hill over and over again until we took it. I sent them to their deaths for no good reason.
We did that in Vietnam.
My father did it in World War I.
Robert, we did it in Somalia.
The chain is unbroken. Damn it. Before you all leave, we'd like to ask Kurt to join us here for a moment. And while he's making his way up, say a couple of things. One, he's created two families. One, the people you've seen tonight as the Schoenfeld families, and us as actors as well. I want to thank him for that, for bringing this play to us and having confidence in us. We also, as a quasi-tradition, I understand, at Theater 29, for a first-time director to be presented with his very own director's chair. Here's Kurt Schauppner, director.
I want to say thank you to everyone in the cast who really brought my words to life, and everyone in the crew, Deborah, and Sona, who's a great assistant director. Who decorated this decade in a real house living. Thank the board for trusting me and this play. It's a big gamble on their part, and I hope they're not disappointed. Thank you all. Thank you all.